Alright, so this is a review of this Mini-Whip antenna. Now, you can find different flavors of it. It's all made by the same guy internally, but different people will assemble it and put it in tubes or whatever. You know, it's different people are packaging it for you. You can get it a lot cheaper if you just buy the antenna and get your own PVC and do it, but you know, you have to weigh, you know, how much do you make per hour and does it justify you spending time sawing up PVC and all that crap. For me, it doesn't, so I just spend the extra money and have it already made. So there is an issue with this I'll discuss in a little bit, and there is also a change in this one from the last one that I had purchased before I fried it that might make this one kind of cool. So let's go ahead and open this up and look inside. Alright, so this is that antenna. I'm not sure, where does this guy that makes this? RA0SMS is the call sign of the fellow that makes this. Now I bought this one off Amazon to replace my last one instead of off eBay directly from the guy. So I paid a little more, but I got it quicker. But I don't know if this is a new model or what, but notice this actually has an antenna wire soldered to it. And the person that put this in the PVC uses that wire and it comes out here and then he can extend it. So the original one I had didn't have this extra extension for the antenna to be able to hook an external antenna to it and extend it. So I might do better with this one. Also, this is just plastic. I had to take it apart. This was cross-threaded. It wasn't even tight. So that's kind of a gripe with whoever assembled this and sold it on Amazon. They could have done a little better job, but at least this wasn't glued together, so I was able to get it apart and fix the issue. So just don't tighten that down too tight. But I like the fact that this one had the wing nut at the top that you can hook an external antenna. Let me get it all back together and let's see how this one does. Because the last one did fine for picking up noise, but didn't pick up anything else. Alright, so I'm going to get a piece of wire to hook here on this end so we can extend that thing and see how it does with an extension to the antenna. And let's get it hooked up. Alright, so as you can see, this is on my main doublet. You can see there is signal there. Now I'm going to switch to the shortwave listening antenna without a wire extended. Let's turn it up. And you can see it doesn't get anything. In fact, it gets more noise than what even the doublet gets on this particular situation. It's got a little bit there, not much. This is just this by itself. And like I say, it's fine for using as a noise canceling antenna because I could use it, for example, let me turn it down, let me turn up my main, and say I wanted to get rid of that noise right there. Say somebody was talking right there. And so now you can see as I turned up the noise antenna, it doesn't actually get that noise, so I wouldn't be able to cancel out. But there is noise it could cancel out. Let's find some noise I could cancel out with this antenna without any added wire. We got some noise here. Let's say there was somebody transmitting right there. There's not. But let's say someone was transmitting right there. This is my doublet receive antenna. Let's turn it down. Let's turn up the shortwave listening antenna. And as you can see, it's right on top of it. Now it does bring up some of the noise floor, but I'll give you an example. I'll bring that up. Now let's bring my doublet in. Look at that. Right there. And actually, you can't hear it with the camera, but there is somebody for some reason talking on that frequency. Let's change phase a little. There you go. So without the shortwave listening antenna, just turn it up a little. It does bring the noise floor up a little, but it takes out that noise. Alright, I got some speaker wire attached to the end here. Let's hang it out the window and see what happens. It definitely picks up different stuff now with the wire hooked up. Still mostly noise. Alright, so here's a good example. We're on this guy right here on 40 meters. And I can turn on any of the noise canceling for anything regarding the flex radio. Helps a little, but not much. I could try just a regular notch filter. Let's try that. It helps. Now this is just a normal notch filter. There's really nothing special about this. What we can do without the notch filter. Let's go ahead and turn down my doublet. Let's go ahead and turn on the noise canceller. And now we'll turn up my main. So there we go. Let's bring that Russian antenna online slowly. Now let's phase a little. Make sure we're in the right best spot. There we go. That's just using the noise canceller. Let's turn the notch filter on. Look at that. That's the notch filter with the noise canceller. Now let's turn the noise canceller off and just go to the notch filter. The notch filter helps. Here's without the notch filter. Here's with the notch filter, but it's still there. But when you add the noise canceller, now here's the noise antenna by itself. Notice the noise antenna by itself doesn't hear anybody talking. Here's the main antenna by itself. And while, yes, I'm bringing the noise floor up, actually right there we go. Look at that. And again, let's turn it off. Even with the notch filter on, it's still there. It's better, again, without the notch filter. You can't even do anything without the notch filter. The notch filter helps, but adding the noise canceller, and then I just tune it as the noise changes. I can just tune it with this to help get rid of it. Again, I'll turn my noise antenna down, the Russian antenna down, Russian antenna back up. Let's turn notch filter off so you can hear its effects better. Without it, bring the Russian antenna back up. Try some phasing a little bit, see? Nope, I definitely have it in the right phase, right there's about right. That's too low. That's too high. So as I said though, there's some noise that the Russian antenna doesn't pick up that my main doublet does. So if it doesn't match, you can't use the Russian antenna to phase it out. So that's the drawback with it. But I got this clean enough now. If I have my magnetic loop on one ear and have my main with this Russian antenna canceled out on my other, I can run diversity mode and actually hear pretty decent, and both antennas are actually contributing something valuable to what I'm listening. So I'm not sure how much that extra wire actually helped though. The performance seems about the same. So adding the extra wire to the Russian antenna, it doesn't really feel like it's doing any better than the previous model I had that didn't have hookup for a wire outside the casing. So, not sure what's up with that. But yeah, it doesn't seem to do any better. Maybe slightly, but it's not significant. So I don't think that matters either way. They're all going to perform the same. For normal listening, they're crap. You're not going to hook this up and use it for shortwave listening and hear garbage. They're crap. For using them as a noise receive antenna for a noise canceling device, they're worth $50. They'll work better than other things I've attempted to try. So that's a good. So there you go. I'm going to stand corrected. This Russian antenna, when you add 75 foot of wire on it and you really string it out there, it's not bad. This is just that Russian antenna. I'm on 80 meters, and yeah, there's noise, but it's picking up a lot of signal here, and it's doing well. Listen to that. That's the Russian antenna. Let me switch to my doublet. Okay, so this is my doublet. Now I'm going to just throw a switch over here. I'm going to just turn this on, but I have my main turned down and only the Russian antenna turned up. So let's switch over. So this is just the Russian antenna. That's all it is. Now switch to my doublet. There are some signals I can get that it can't, but I think it's probably directional. It makes me wonder if this thing is like the equivalent of a broadband infed. I almost think that's what it is. So when I ran the wire out, it's pointing basically southwest. So I'm thinking I'm getting signal from the southwest as if it was an infed antenna. So, but that's definitely better than the version I had before that didn't allow me to attach wire. It does get a lot of noise, as you can see, but probably not any more noise than my doublet does. And again, I can use that with my noise canceller to filter things out. So I mean, that's good. I mean, this is really good. Let's go back and look some more. So again, let's see. That's my doublet. And this is the Russian antenna. You literally can't even tell the difference for receive on this signal. That's my doublet. That's my Russian. It's about the same. Look at this, and you'll see these spikes are noises. These hard spikes right here is noise. So let's go back to the doublet. Back to the Russian antenna. It's a lot. Back to the doublet. Back to the Russian antenna. So as you can see, it does have a little more noise on some things, but actually this doesn't do bad as a listening antenna. But you're going to have space to run 75 feet of wire. It doesn't do this without that wire added. But let's go to some weaker signals. Let's see, I'm going to go back to the doublet. Okay, I'm back on the doublet. Let me make sure I've got noise. Yeah, I have no noise stuff on. Oh, there's something coming in right now. Let's go back to the Russian antenna. All right, I'm going to try to bring my doublet in and noise cancel some stuff out here. So my doublet's up all the way. Let's bring the Russian antenna in. Now let's phase. Right there. Look at that. So notice like right there, look at that area right here. So notice it looks fairly smooth. Now go back to my doublet. Look at the noise all through there. And if you go to just the Russian antenna, let's go back to both. This is both antennas canceled out. Now I'm going to go just the Russian antenna. And you can see it's also got noise. So this is working really well to cancel out that particular noise with my doublet. Bring it right in there. So lots of static crashes. Like this noise here should be, let's see if that's on the Russian antenna. Yeah, the Russian antenna has it. Let's see if it's on my doublet. My doublet has it, but not as much. Let's bring it right about there. And I'm just turning these knobs. I've just gotten very skilled at it. I don't have to look at my S meter. I can just hear it. But the waterfall on this flex makes it really easy. Now, it's for that. There. Look at that. Look at that. So I just canceled that out. This is without it. This is with it. Got rid of it. Got rid of it completely. So let's go over here. Find somebody talking. All right, this is the doublet. So here, I'm gonna just listen to it. I'm gonna take it off the screen. You can watch what I'm doing with these knobs. So let's go turn the noise canceller on. Turn both antennas down. Nothing. So let's bring in the main. You can hear it. Let's bring in the Russian antenna. You hear the noise. Right about there, let's bring the main in. Now let's phase. So right about there. Now right there. Ignore the static crashes. Now I'll turn the noise canceling off. Turn the noise canceling on. Yeah, this Russian antenna is working really nice. It really does complement this MFJ really, really well. I would highly recommend it. And actually, it doesn't do too bad just for shortwave listening. Once you've added 70 foot or so of wire to this, it does really pretty decent. Yeah, listen to that. That's with the noise canceling on. That's without it. Let's do some more. All right, let's see what we got. So this is the Russian antenna. What you're hearing right now is the Russian antenna. Let's turn it down, bring up my main. This is the main. All right, so let's bring in the Russian antenna with it. Right there. Now let's phase it.
That's what I like about them.
Try rotating it. That's without noise canceling at all, just my doublet. So that's just the doublet. This is with the Russian antenna combined with the doublet and me phasing it. Right about there. Got to get the sweet spot. Yeah, no, it's right there. That's about it. But like I say, that is significantly improved. So let's create a tracking, let's create a notch filter. And let's go bigger here. So there it is. Let me see, now that I'm zoomed in, let me see if I can. So I can't quite phase it out. I'm just turning these knobs here, trying to phase it out. That's the wrong way. Definitely the wrong way. So it just doesn't, the two antennas don't have the exact same noise. They just have some of the same noise. All right, so now that I've got it reduced significantly, let's scoot this over. Check that out. Now again, this is just a notch filter. That's nothing special to flex. My 891 has it. This 7300 has it. It's just a notch filter. But if I take the noise canceller out, even this notch filter, it's a bigger area. And when you start notching out that bigger area, it really makes it hard to hear because you're taking a lot of the voice away. But if you're only having to notch out a small area like that, which when I bring this canceller on, it reduces it to that small area, it's better. So look at that. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? That's using the notch filter and the noise canceller with the Russian antenna. And that's it. I'm not using any other noise canceling on the radio, just the notch filter. Let's go ahead and turn the noise canceller off, the MFJ. And let's try to get rid of that noise just with the radio. See, it makes it more muffled because you have to take out a bigger section. But this is what it would sound like without any of it. That's what you'd be listening to. And again, now this is just the MFJ. That's just the MFJ. There's still a little bit it can't get out. And then, like I say, we'll turn the notch filter on. We can go back to normal, a smaller width. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? That's not even my mag loop. That's just using that MFJ with the Russian antenna. Let's go back out here. Let's just see how we can clean up on this. Just see if just normal noise we can reduce. So I'm going to I'm going to turn the noise canceller back on. Now let's bring up the, look at that. That's just the Russian antenna with about 75 foot of speaker wire added to it. All right, let's go to my doublet. Let's see what we hear. Well, now he's talking. Okay, both are turned up. Let's do some phasing. Let's. Right there. There, okay. There we go. Now let's listen to the doublet by itself. See what it sounds like. So you do hear a little bit more of a static. Now I'm going to turn the noise canceller on. So it helps even with some of the white noise, atmospheric noise, it helps a little, but not much. Here's this guy, just the doublet, with a stronger guy talking. Let's see if he'll talk some more. Now both antennas. Now, without the noise canceller here. Now. And actually, let's zoom in. Maybe we can see this more. So you can see the static. Now let me turn the noise canceller on. Did that change it at all? Well, you see we bring down some noise right here. You can see it. And let's see if we can phase this and turn it. So that brings it all up. And right there is the best. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Now let's turn down the Russian antenna. Bring it up. Look at that. You can actually see it falling. Alright, let me tune back to this guy.
Oklahoma City.
Now let's just go to the doublet. So you probably can't hear this through the camera, but you can see it. All I'm removing right now is just atmospheric noise. Check this out. Watch it. You'll see it dip down.
They don't have any weather checks or tracking on them.
That's with the canceller on. This is with the canceller off. And I can hear it. You can't hear it on the camera, I'm sure, but it's just subtle. But hey, any little bit is still something. So, but you see it bring it down right here. It does bring that up a little. Now I'm going to do some phasing and see how it changes. You can see I turn it this way, turn it away. You can see it affecting how the noise plays with it. So let's go over here. What's this? Here we got some noise and talking. Let's see if we can get this out. Alright, so this is just the Russian antenna. Lots of static, but it also has that noise. Let's turn that down. This is just my doublet. So let's bring the Russian antenna now. And I'm just turning, the doublet's turned up all the way. I'm going to just bring the Russian antenna in until I see any results. Right about there. Now I'm going to phase and we'll see what works. So that's the wrong way. You see it brought it up. That way seems right. Now let's rotate it. Yeah, so I was on the right path. Right there is the best. Right there is the best spot for phase. Now I'm going to just adjust the Russian antenna until it's where I want it. So this is Russian antenna completely off. So you see the arch. Not sure why somebody's playing music. Right there. Now I'm going to turn the noise canceller off, but you can see it, and I can cancel out a lot of the static. Noise canceller's going to go on. Actually, listen to the music. You might be able to hear it on the camera. Here's with the noise canceller on. Here's with the noise canceller off. Hear it? Now let's turn the noise canceller back on. Alright, so this is without the noise canceller. Listen to that. Listen to that. Now I'm going to turn it on. Look at that. You can see it drop down. With, without, with. Now he's playing music again. Without. Let's go to this guy here. So this is just the Russian antenna. This is just my, that's my doublet. Let's bring the Russian antenna in. Now it's phase. Right there. Oh, so we got a little noise over here. Let's see if we can get one. There. Look at that. Can you hear his voice get louder? This is with the MFJ in line. This is without it.
I lived out in the country for a while here when I got divorced, and I called the phone company.
With it?
They said, well, give us the numbers, the phone numbers on the people on each
Without.
side of you, so we'll know where we can find you wire.
You can see it going down. This is with the noise canceller. Look at the noise. This is without it.